Are you thinking of buying a new home in Reno? You might want to watch this video. Hey everyone, it's David Tully. Today I'm going to be giving you some insights on some of the top new home builders and communities in the Reno and Sparks areas. Give you some better insights on how to get your offer accepted, how they're handling offers, and hopefully get you into a brand new home. So if you enjoy this type of content, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And if you have any questions about any of the communities I talk about today, just leave them down in the comments below. And if you're thinking about moving or relocating to the Reno area and buying a new house and you just need help, reach out. I'd be happy to take care of you. All right, so the first builder I want to talk about is DR Horton. And I'm sure some of you have heard of it. It's a pretty big national home builder, and they've honestly completed a ton of communities in the Reno and Sparks areas. From townhouses at Esplanade and Jenuane Ranch, to new homes in Double Diamond called Aurora at Cyan. They've honestly built a ton of communities throughout Reno Sparks, and honestly, they're a very reputable builder. They're probably in the top 2 or 3 of top national home builders, so you can definitely feel comfortable when purchasing at DR Horton, and they definitely offer reasonable warranties as well. And they're currently building right now in Verdi. The community is called West Meadows. And they're also building a couple communities instead, which are going to be single family and townhouses, which is pretty nice. It gives you the option if you want a little bit better value, or if you just want a townhouse with no maintenance, you have that option. They're also building a couple communities in Sparks. I know this is about Reno, but they have a couple communities in Sparks called Juniper at Kylie Ranch and Pinion at Kylie Ranch. 2 very nice communities. And they're only single family homes there. They have some 1-story homes and some 2-story homes available. The great thing about DR Horton is, if you decide to use their in-house lender, they give you $5,000 towards closing costs, which is actually huge. So on a $400,000 house, you might estimate, maybe $9,000 to $10,000 in closing costs. And now they give you $5,000. That's a significant portion of your closing costs. But, you don't have to use their lender. You can definitely shop around, use other lenders. And one tip I will give you is, get a quote from another lender and use it to kind of, get some leverage on DR Horton, and maybe they'll give you a slightly better deal, better interest rate. That's just a tip with some new home builders. And how they're handling offers is unfortunate. They're the only builder in town currently doing multiple offers. I know you wanted to get away from multiple offers and the resale market, but unfortunately, they're releasing, 4 to 6 lots every month or two. And, on about Monday at 2 or Tuesday at 2, they'll ask for your highest and best offer. And then, they'll review it over the next 2 or 3 days, and they'll get back to you, and, hopefully your offer is accepted. I know the bidding is unfortunate, but the current housing market's pretty crazy, so it's understandable that they're doing something a little different. All right, next let's talk about Lennar. Lennar is a big national home builder, definitely up there with DR Horton. I would say easily top 3 builders in the nation. And some of the great things about Lennar Homes is they've partnered with Amazon, so they're considered smart homes. You'll get Ring doorbells, some Amazon Echoes and Shows, and it's a lot of fun. And even some Sonos speakers, so it's a pretty cool smart home, very well insulated. And Lennar has honestly built a ton of communities in Reno and Sparks over the years, from Jenuane Ranch to Northwest Reno. And they're currently building right now in Jenuane Ranch. One of the communities is called Chantenay by Lennar. They're mostly 2-story homes with 1 single story, and honestly, it's almost closed out. There's another community in South Reno called Palisades, which is just behind Jenuane Ranch High School. So depending on if you want a view or not, you can check out Palisades, but I will tell you, their lot premiums for views can get a little pricey, so keep that in mind. And if you want slightly better value, go to Golden Valley and check out Cabernet Highlands. And if you're looking for a 2-story that's even a little bit cheaper, you're gonna wanna check out Stonefield by Lennar in Lemon Valley. Great community. I've sold probably 4 or 5 out there, and my clients really like it. And if you're thinking Sparks is more your speed, they have a ton of communities in Sparks. Starting in D'Andrea, which is, the old golf course community right off of Vista Boulevard. And if you don't want to live there, you can check out Kylie Ranch, which is kind of in the heart of Sparks with tons of amenities nearby. They have probably 2 or 3 different communities out there offering, single-story and 2-story homes. And if you want to go a little bit further, you can check out Pioneer Meadows, which is kind of in the Wingfield area, and they have a couple communities out there as well. But, if you're looking for some RV parking, maybe, put a little garage in the backyard, you're gonna wanna check out Silver Ridge 2 by Lennar, which is a little bit further north in kind of the Pyramid area, but overall those are really nice homes and I think you'll like it. Now you're probably wondering, what do they offer for using their lender? They actually offer $4,000 towards your closing cost credit, which is slightly less than DR Horton, but still very, very good. And this is one of the most unfortunate parts about Lennar is they do this on a first come, first served basis. They release 4 to 6 lots, every 1 to 2 months, and it's done on a first come, first served basis. They typically release on a Saturday. So I have heard, some people have camped out 2 or 3 days in advance, so starting on Wednesday or Thursday, they'll go hop in their RV or their car and stay there for 2 or 3 days. Not every Lennar community is like this, but a handful are. So keep that in mind. And real estate agents can't take your place. You have to be either the buyer or a relative. So that's very, very important. All right, we're gonna briefly touch on Silverado Homes. They have built homes in South Reno and several other parts of Reno and Sparks throughout the years. And I'm just gonna be real brief because they don't currently have any new home communities in Reno. They are currently building 3 communities in the Sparks and Spanish Springs areas. And one of the communities is called Silver Meadows, right in the heart of Wingfield near Van Gorder Elementary. Awesome community, but they're also almost closed out. They have another community called Silver Canyon, which I think they're more than half completed. And they have a pretty sizable waiting list. So, depending on their releases, they go in order of priority and that waiting list. So it could be a while and, you might honestly not even get a home. And their most recent community is called Eagle Canyon Estates. Bigger single story homes right off Eagle Canyon in the Spanish Springs West area. Great homes. I think they sold about 13 to 15 lots and they still have a decent amount left. Overall, really reputable builder. They've like I said, they've built a ton of homes in, Northern Nevada and Northern California. So they've been around for a while, but like I said, they mostly offer homes in Sparks at the moment. And, if you use their in-house lender, you're looking at about $1,000 to $1,500 for, using their in-house lender and getting some closing cost credit. Not as big as some of the others like, DR Horton or Lennar, but, honestly still better than nothing. But like I said before, shop for some lenders, check out the rates, their closing costs, and get a better understanding of what they can offer. All right, next let's talk about Jenuane. Jenuane's actually a local builder and you might also see them go by KDH Builders. So Jenuane is KDH Builders. And honestly, they've built a ton of communities in the area from single family homes to townhouses, from Reno to Sparks to Carson, Gardnerville, kind of all over. So they're pretty reputable. A lot of people like them and they're currently building homes right now in Somerset, Northwest Reno, Lemon Valley, Golden Valley, and even Sparks. So you could have an option of buying a Jenuane home. And like I said, they're a pretty awesome local builder. And if you think about using them, you're gonna wanna use Guild Mortgage typically because that's their preferred lender. And they offer about $1,500 towards your closing costs. So once again, not as high as DR Horton's $5,000 or Lennar's $4,000. But like I said, overall better than nothing. And make sure to shop your lenders and see who can give you the best rate and lowest amount of closing costs. All right, last but not least, let's talk about Toll Brothers. Toll Brothers is actually a really big national home builder and a lot of people like them because they're semi-custom homes. They're one of the only builders in the area that allows you to customize so many things. But I want you to keep in mind, they say the average Toll Brothers customer spends about $75,000 in upgrades. You definitely don't have to. They offer some nice options, but you don't have to spend $75,000. The last couple clients I've had purchase Toll Brothers homes spent between $20,000 and $50,000. And a lot of their standard finishes are still very nice. You're still gonna get maple cabinets, granite counters, but if you want cherry cabinets or quartz counters or even, really nice hardwood floors or extended tile, whether it be ceramic or porcelain, you're gonna have to pay a nice premium for that. But that is why people like Toll Brothers, because you can really customize your home, turn that den into a bedroom, and they have just a lot of options. And, Toll Brothers has built a ton of communities in Reno and Sparks, and they're currently building a couple in South Reno. The first one's called Bella Vista Ranch, and they got single story and 2-story homes out there. And their newest Toll Brothers community is called Caramella Ranch in South Reno. And that's just between Damani Ranch and, Curdy Ranch, if you're sort of familiar with the area. And it's actually the only community where you can buy a 55 and over home in the retirement community, and it's called Regency. So, if you're looking for a retirement home, Toll Brothers Regency community at Caramella Ranch is going to be your only option. But, if you're thinking Northwest, Reno, Somerset area is more your speed, you're definitely going to want to check out the Cliffs, which have much larger homes, a little bit pricier, but they're absolutely gorgeous. And if you want to be more in the heart of Reno, have access to a ton of amenities, community centers, shopping centers, you're going to want to check out Toll Brothers community at Ranchera. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's nothing like any of the other Toll Brothers communities in the Reno or Sparks area. And if you're thinking you want to live in Sparks, they definitely have a few communities for you out there. The community is called Stonebrook, and like I said, they have 3 different communities for you to choose from single family homes to 2-story homes. So you're probably wondering what they offer for, using their in-house lender. And it's a great question, but they're always changing it. They used to offer design center credits, and more recently they've been offering a closing cost credit. So it really kind of just depends on the week or the month, honestly. And the way Toll Brothers has been handling, the release of lots lately is a lottery system, unfortunately. So you just got to get pre-approved through TBI, which is Toll Brothers lender, and then, notify the sales agent that you want to be put in the lottery for that specific release. And, hopefully your name gets picked. But luckily, I've had a couple clients, win the lottery in the last few months. So I prefer the Toll Brothers lottery system, over camping or a multiple offer system. But, that's entirely up to you on what you want to do. All right, so you're probably wondering, okay, David, you gave me a lot of information about these communities, but what about build times? So it's a really awesome question. So DR Horton, depending on which community you're looking at, you're probably looking at about 5 to 7 months. And if you're looking at an express community by DR Horton, you can expect from the time of release, it's about 3 to 4 months. And that is because in the express communities, you can't change paint, countertops, flooring, or cabinets. So it's a little bit quicker, and they release them a little bit later down the line, during the building process. With Lennar, you can expect once they release your home, it's typically going to be right around dirt or the foundation, and it's going to be between 6 and 7 months. And they're usually fairly good about closing on time, but it kind of depends on when your house is closing and how severe of a winter we might have be, and of course, lumber and labor shortages. And unfortunately, Toll Brothers is going to be one of the worst timelines. So if you really want a custom home with Toll Brothers, you're going to be looking about 10, probably closer to 11 to 13 months. And that's from time of release and signing of your final contract. With Jenuane, you're going to be about 5 to 8 months. And with Silverado, you're going to be about 5 to 7 months. So I would say most communities are going to be anywhere in the 5 to 8 month range, with Toll Brother being at the very highest. You're at about 11 to 13 months. So, depending on your timeline and, what kind of offer system or lottery system you want to deal with, you can definitely decide on which community might be best for you. And, if you're looking specifically for a townhouse, you're probably going to want to look more towards Jenuane or DR Horton. And then all of the builders together obviously have a ton of single family homes. And then you just have to decide whether you want to live in Reno or Sparks. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my video. Once again, if you have any questions about any of the communities I talked about today, from DR Horton to Lennar to Jenuane to Silverado Homes, or even Toll Brothers, just leave your questions down in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer any of them. And if you're thinking about moving or relocating to the Reno or Sparks area and buying a new house, and you just need help, reach out. I'd be happy to take care of you. Thanks so much. I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.